Okay. So, sa first step, itatry muna natin yung first goal tsaka yung achieve. Sige, punta tayo sa Amos. Tapos, click mo yung box. Then, i-draw mo siya dun sa may whiteboard. Parang whiteboard. Dalawa, magkatabi. And then, click mo yung parang select data file, yung nasa baba nung itong may bilog na, ayan. Then, click mo yung file name. Then, yung multiple regression demo. And then, click mo siya. Okay. Na-okay mo na. And then, click mo yung dalawang arrow. Yan. Ay, yung muna pala. List variables. Yan. Tapos, i-click mo yung first goal sa first box. And then, yung achieve sa second box. And then, yung arrow na. I-click mo yung first goal tas yung achieve. Yan. Then, click mo yung analysis properties. Analysis properties. Katabi nung file data kanina. Hindi. Dito sa may yung parang yan. Yan. Tapos, click mo yung estimate means and intercepts. Tapos, ang click mo ulit. Tapos, output standardized estimates. And then, X mo siya. Cancel yan. Then, click mo yung kasunod, yung calculate estimates. Yan. Walang lumabas na I-type mo demo. File name demo. Then save. Tapos, kita mo yung parang arrow dun sa taas. Yan. May lumabas. Ayun yung pula. Yan. Kaso, bakit negative 7.5? Ayun, okay. Tama. Then, click mo yung view text. View text dito sa may ano ulit, dyan, sa baba pa. Yan. So, model fit, click mo yung model fit. So, dyan nakikita yung mga various fit statistics ng give nung sample data. Then next, try naman natin multiple variables. So, close mo na siya. Yan. And then, click mo yung X dito sa may ano ha, para ma-cancel yung, hindi yan. You know, yung parang red na yan. I-click mo muna yung ano, ito, di ba yung red na arrow dito? Click mo yung pababa na arrow naman. Yan. Then, click mo yung X, delete mo yung box. Yes, click mo yan. And then, ayun, gawa ka na ulit ng box. Gawa ka ng tatlo pababa. Tatlo siya pababa. And duplicate mo. And then, isa dun sa may left side. Hindi, kabila pre. Right side pala. XX. Yan. Then, click mo na ulit yung list of variables dataset. Masyado siyang madikit. Kaya pa ba iusog? X mo na lang siguro ulit. Yan. Yan. Then, list of variables in datasets. Yan. And then, yung achieve, ilagay mo siya dun sa may, hindi, sa may ano, yung nag-iisa. Yan. And then, yung FERP goal dun sa may taas. Mastery yung next. Ay. Bakit siya nag-ano? Yan. Mastery and then interest. Okay, next na po. Next, mag-instruct. Then yung single arrow. And then interest, achieve. And mastery, achieve. And then sa performance goal, achieve. And then yung double arrow naman. Sige. Isin mo muna siya. Then double arrow. Mastery and performance goal. Mastery, performance goal. Dun sa ano, yan, sa gilid mo ilagay. Yan. Tas, mastery interest. Baliktad. Di, unahin mo na lang yung interest, tas mastery. Yan. And then, interest, tsaka performance goal. Interest. Performance goal. Mm. And then, click mo yung add unique variable. Katabi nung double arrow. Yan. And then, click mo yung achieve. Yes. May one ba dyan? Ayun. Then, deselect mo. Deselect. Yan. Mm. Then, right-click mo yung bilog. Yes, yan. Object properties. Dun sa variable name, type mo letter D. Yan. Then, X mo. Okay. Wait lang. Okay, next. Dun tayo sa analysis ulit. Katabi niyan. Yan. Then, select mo yung squared multiple correlations. And then, X mo na. Then, click mo na ulit yung calculate estimates. Okay. So, yun, nakita na ulit yung mga variances ng variables. Next. Then, click mo yung view text. View text, model fit. So, ayun, makikita ulit yung model fit summary ng sample data. Still zero yung DF niya. Ayun. Ay ko nanginginig. And then yung estimates. Oops. Estimates. Ayun. So, makikita yung mga achieve interest, achieve mastery and performance goal, which is yung regression rates. Sige, scroll down mo siya, Leah. Mga core variances and correlations. So, click mo yung X mo na siya. Yun naman. Tapos click mo yung arrow ulit na pababa. And then yung move objects katabi nung nasa ibaba nung kamay na nakabuka. Yan. Move objects. Click mo yung achieve. So, ayun. Pwede siya ma-move. Ayun pala, pwede siya ma-move anywhere. And um, duplicate. Click mo yung achieve. Ilagay mo siya sa... Sige, pwede na yun sa baba na lang. Baba mo pa. Sige pa. Ayan. And then, arrow. Single arrow. Achieve. To achieve. Yung isang achieve yan. Hindi, mauuna yung isang achieve muna. Yan. And then yung list of variables. Buksan mo ulit siya. Hindi yan. Yan. Then click mo yung anxiety. Ipalit mo siya dun sa may bagong achieve yan. And then click mo ulit yung yung bilog. Panibagong bilog. X mo muna yan. Yan. And then click mo siya dun sa may anxiety. Wait lang, may... Wala, nangyari dyan. Wait lang. Ano mo ulit, Aliyah. Tanggalin mo yung bilog na yan. Yan. Erase mo muna siya. Tapos, list of variables, pa-open ako. And then, yung achieve, dito pala siya sa may solo. Tapos yung anxiety dun sa may gitna. Yan. Tapos achieve. Ay, may nag-ano. Yan. Okay, close mo na siya. Then click mo yung bilog. Yes. Tapos lagay mo sa achieve. Yan, okay na yan. Tapos right click. Then, sige. Object properties. Then type mo D2. D2. Ano na tayo? Next instructor day.
Sige. Wala namang background noise. Wait lang, init eh. Pwede
Wala
ba?
naman.
Ito. Nag-open ng electric ko. Okay lang, di naman masyadong malakas. So, ayan. Aalisin mo lang yan, i-X mo na siya. Ayan. So, yun nga, parang sinabi lang kanina, yung para lumabas yung, para mag-run yung model natin, click mo yung calculate estimates. Yung parang kamay na may hawak. Sa taas siyempre. Ay, touch a variable, wait lang. Sabi calculate estimate. Sige, calculate estimate. Tapos yan, mag-run na daw yung model niyan. Tapos pag clinic naman daw yung unstandardized estimates, the value will show. So, di mo na need kasi naka-show na yung mga value niya. So, again, we have covariances among the exogenous variables, which is yung, ayan, yung perf goal, yung mastery, tsaka yung interest. Tapos yung unstandardized fast coefficient or unstandardized regression weights, that are given in both parts of this model is yung anxiety and yung achieve. Tapos, and then we have the variances of each of the disturbance terms that are given, which is yung bilog, yung D1 and D2. Tawag din is disturbance terms. So at this point, you'll see right here the chi square value, which is 6. Nasa na nga ba yun? Nawala. Hindi pa lumalabas yung yung statistical. Wait lang. Ba't di lumalabas yung statistical? View, diagram, analyze tools, plugin. Okay, hindi. Yan pa lang pala, hindi pa siya mag-run. So, makikita nyo dun sa may iteration 6 na may nakalagay na minimum was achieved writing output chi square 64.3. Tsaka may baba pa. Yan. Ay, di nakikita. Yun. Tapos, sabi naman yung, dito, difference, degrees of freedom is 3. So, ibig sabihin yan, basically, hindi parehas 0. Basically, not 0 degrees of freedom. Tapos yung tapos yung 3, syempre, di rin siya 0. In this case, pag yung degrees of freedom is greater than 0, ang tawag daw doon ay over-identified model. Sa tingin ng iba, mali yun, but this is a good thing, sabi, because with an over-identified model, we can use the global fit statistics to evaluate the overall fit of the model. So, pa-click yung view text. Yung view ata. View. Ano to yung view text? Yan, view text. Yan. Tapos, para makita natin yung model fit summary which contains, yan nga yung CMI, RMR, GFI, and so on and so forth. So these statistical results will show the statistical significance na mag-i-indicate if our model is fit or not fitting the data. So in this example, we can indicate that paki-up nga ko sa yung unang yan. So in this sample, we can indicate that the model is not fitting the data. When evaluating how well a model fits your data, chi-square goodness of fitness is often used. But because it's affected by sample size, so yung chi-square daw dito, affected siya ng sample size kung ilan yung, siguro sa survey, ganun, kung ilan yung pinasagutan mo. Especially with the larger samples, it might show a significant difference even if the fit isn't that bad. So instead of relying lang daw dyan sa may CMIN, which is kasi dyan nakita natin yung sa default mode, yung 64.3, tsaka yung degrees of freedom, which is yung 3. Pwede pa daw tayo mag-rely sa ibang reconduct at other fit statistics to get clearer picture. So yun, yung GFI good, which means yung goodness of fixed index, and AGFI, which is adjusted goodness of fixed index. The values above 0.90 or exactly 0.90 suggest that the model fits reasonably well. But nakikita natin dyan na values above or exact. 0.90, 0.90. Negative values ata to. Okay. So, I think hindi niya na-meet. And also the TLI or Tucker-Lewis Index and CFI, Comparative Fixed Index. Ang value niya, sabi dito, kagaya lang daw yun ng pag-analyze sa GFI and AGF. Yung sa TLI. May TLI ba dyan? Pakibaba nga ako. TLI. Up mo nga ulit. Baka nahilo lang. Okay. Ito pala yun. Ito, yung nasa baseline comparison, TLI, tsaka CFI, nandyan siya. So, kagaya daw ng GFI at AGFI, yung values na mas pag mas mataas sa 0.90, ibig sabihin, good or acceptable. But ayun nga, default model, makikita natin na negative siya. So, hindi niya ulit na meet yung pinaka-standard. So, hindi siya fit. Tapos, pangatlo naman yung RMSEA or root mean squared error of approximation. Ang pinaka-standard naman nito is that, ano ba yung RMSE? Pahanap nga ako yung RMSE dyan. RMSE, para ma-visualize. Ito na, RMSE. So, yung values naman daw na below 0.05 suggests that the model is close fit to the data. So, below ng RSA, below daw ng 0.05. So, makikita nyo mas matataas siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi ulit fit. Next is, ano pa ba? Sabi naman, values naman daw na between 0.05 and 0.08 are acceptable. Pag nandun lang yung sagot. But kung makikita natin dyan, ang mga sagot is 0.383, 0.305, which is greater than or mas mataas dun sa pinaka-acceptable value. Next is values above daw ng 0.08 suggests a poor fit. Yan. Ibig sabihin, poor fit yan. So in this case, all of these indices, GFI, AGFI, TLI, CFI, and RMSE are pointing to a very poor fit of the model. Poor fit daw yung model natin. So next naman is, gawin natin is, click yung estimates. Nasa taas ng model fit. Yan. So sa estimates naman, makikita natin dyan yung path coefficients na magaan para ma-understand natin yung relationship between different variables. So, yung una is, okay, makikita nyo dyan yung interest to anxiety na nasa regression weights and all. Basta yan. Interest to anxiety, basta lahat ng may arrow na same, na sila yung magka-partner. The unstandardized path coefficient or a number showing the strength of the relationship is positive but not significant. This means interest slightly increases anxiety but effect is too small to be meaningful. Ayun nga, so understandable naman yun na may effect siya. Yung interest daw is may effect sa anxiety but maliit lang. Then mastery to anxiety naman, the coefficient is negative and statistically significant, meaning daw is mastery reduces anxiety and this result is important and reliable. So, yon. Next is performance goals and anxiety. The coefficient is not significant, meaning yung performance goals don't have a meaningful effect on anxiety in this model. And lastly is yung anxiety and achievement. So yung sa anxiety to achievement naman is the coefficient is negative and statistically significant, meaning higher anxiety leads to lower achievement. Lower achievement and this effect is meaningful. So summarize ko lang na yung interest to anxiety, meron siyang effect but maliit, sobrang maliit lang daw, pero meaningful. Yung mastery is important and reliable since yung negative yung sagot na and mastery reduces anxiety and performance goals naman is have meaningful effect, don't have a meaningful. So yung performance naman, performance goals to anxiety is wala naman siyang effect. And anxiety achievement is lower achievement in this effect. Anxiety is meron siyang meaningful effect. So, okay, so in Amos software use a structural equation model. There are different tools to help you interact with a model visuality. So here's some of the tools that can work. Actually, ginamit na siya ni Charm kanina and na-explain niya na on how this tool can be used. Like yung mga kamay na naka-open, yung naka-close. Pero sige, let's explain it again. Paki-X na siya. Yung may explanation ng, wait lang. Pupunta pala, wait lang. Oh no. Ayan. Kala ko mawawala. So, ayan. Sige, pre, balik mo na siya dun sa may mga drawing. Thank you. So, yung open hand tool daw, yung kamay na nakabukas, basically. When you click open hand icon, it selects all objects in your model, and they will turn blue. You can then move things around as needed. So, pa-click nga ako, tapos kailangan mag-turn siya ng blue. Tapos yan, galaw-galaw mo lang. Uy, ayaw niyo gumalaw. Bakit ayaw niyo gumalaw? Hmm? Bibiyaan mo na, pre. But it's supposedly to move. Maybe meron siyang command. Meron pa dyan na pipindutin dapat. Ayun, yung pala. So, ayun. Okay, next is moving the entire model. So, moving the entire model. After selecting everything with the open hand, you can click the moving track. Ay, magkasunod pala yun, sorry. Kaya, buti na pindot mo na yung moving track around the screen to any position you want. This is handy to rearranging the workplace. Next is the selecting objects. Selecting objects. So if you want to deselect everything, just click the deselect all objects option and it will unselect everything. So next is selecting individual objects. To select one object at a time, use the icon with a single point finger. This allows you to select individual variables or objects. You can, okay, variables or objects. You can click wait lang, you can click on multiple objects and they will turn blue, letting you know they're selected. So next is moving selected objects together. Once you've selected several objects, if you use the moving track tool, you can move them all together as a group. This will help you want to reposition multiple elements at once. So, ayun lang naman yung dito sa multiple, anong tawag dito, Charm? Kalimutan ko.
Multiple regression. Alin ba?
Yung pinaka-file, multiple regression yung ayun lang naman siya. Thank you.